Hello, and welcome to Nick's course on recursion. Hello, and welcome to Nick's course on recursion. Hello, and welcome to Nick's course on recursion. See what I did there? Heh, so funny. Anyways, I've been sick for the past 2 months or so. Just imagine being the human equivalent of detritus, just lingering around without purpose or worldly possession. Yeah, like any homeless or person in need will tell you, nobody cares. Back to recursion. Recursion is the reimplementation of a method or a function. It just depends on the language over and over again until you get a solution. This is conceptually very simple, but can be a female dog in implementation without knowledge of the fundamentals, which I will state. Like my entire college career, I constantly bang my brain on it until the information sticks. From about 8 hours of research, I have deduced these 3 fundamentals when deciding whether a problem can be solved through our hero, recursion. Your problem must simplify itself over each recursion, must include a dynamic element, which the solution is dependent upon. Your problem must have a discernible pattern. The overall difference between recursion and iteration, every other possible way a problem could be solved, is that recursion acts independently within itself. It's like a pool. You have to set it up in a way to where all the balls go into their holes exactly. And I mean exactly. God only knows what will happen if they don't. Continuing on from my testing, recursion can be more viable than iteration when the problem coincides within the aspects I described before. Take any trivial factorial, for example. Recursion is more practical in saving space. Speed is a whole different whale to kill than the iterative method. You may have heard me mention speed. Yes, this is a very big O of a factor to consider. See what I did there? You don't want to sit for 10 minutes just to find answers to your problems. Another glaring issue with recursion is that it's prone to Stack Overflow errors. Basically meaning that it isn't necessarily implausible to work, but exceeds the stack limit given. It's like a mirage in the desert, essentially. This makes sure to account for all contingencies when going about an elaborate recursive solution. And trust me, I've tried for 8 hours to come up with a unique recursive solution. It just flew out from my brain. By example, being merge sort. Merge sort, unlike simple implementation of recursion that I mentioned before, actually shows off directly, storing an entire recursive method in a variable. This, I do not kid you, took me 3 hours to figure out. You can store entire recursive branches in variables. Another interesting way recursion worked in this algorithm is that the amount of times that it is stored is equal to the index length of the original array, which is relevant to what we're mentioning anyways. There actually isn't very much to talk about in dealing with recursion. It is just trying until it works. But I decided that I should start the fundamentals first, before taking on bigger prey. I hope you enjoyed the video. If there's anything you would like covered dealing with recursion, just let me know. Other than that, make sure you like and subscribe like so many others have done. I'm being sarcastic, and have a wonderful isolation.